Should I read it off? Is that how we get this baby started?
Nope, that's not how we get this baby started. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to highlight some of the workouts from recent training camps here at Training Think Tank. Coaches Max el-hag and Adam Rogers are about to walk you through a spicy little number that Max wrote right now. But first, who is all the people who came in?
So we had Brent, Connor, Matthias, Gus, Juan, Tom, and Mitch. Then on the women's side, we had Alexis, Allison, Faith, Ashley, Lydia, Lauren, and Linda.
Dang, that's a lot of peeps. We even got upcoming workouts with Noah Olson, Travis Mayer, Monica Greer, Jake Berman, and more. Now let's dive into this workout. But first, Faith, will you sort these Buckle Truckers? All right, Mitch.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
I love him, but
Chris.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. You know these guys?
I don't know them. I'll make it up.
You can make it up.
Hi.
Hi, you can be Gryffindor.
He's what?
Gryffindor, I've decided.
What's up?
Slytherin. Looks like an asshole.
Nice.
Shots fired.
Oh, Gus is nice. Hufflepuff also.
Hufflepuff? Dang, dude, you're Hufflepuff.
What is Hufflepuff? Is from Harry Potter?
You can tell already. He's just like, oh, like, whatever. It's okay. It's fine.
What about this?
Ravenclaw, definitely.
Ravenclaw?
Ooh, what am I?
Slytherin.
I know, I'm never.
You ready?
See, same thing, Slytherin. I think secretly underneath of that, it's all smiley, and I think there's something underneath.
What?
You're Slytherin, bro?
No.
Hold on, here we go.
Mia, Gryffindor.
Biggest smile of the day. Oh yeah, I'm Gryffindor, no big deal. All right, so
He's a
here we
nerd.
go.
Show up uninjured?
Definitely Ravenclaw. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey,
Ravenclaw, huh?
you think I'm Ravenclaw?
Everybody already knows you're a nerd, so that's kind of like.
I'm not a huge Harry Potter guy, so like I can't debate whether or not that's accurate. You know what I mean?
Coach?
I'm not a Harry Potter guy, so I don't know.
But you don't know anything about it?
No, not really.
You can't defend if he's Ravenclaw?
Okay.
I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say if someone's calling him that, then he probably is.
Yeah, so what, like obviously Slytherin, they're the evil ones.
Yes. But it's more like underhandedly nasty, so I feel like you could maybe be a little manipulative also. Like I could see, yeah, like a little like underneath of that.
Right here.
Gryffindor.
You're Gryffindor.
I'll give it to you.
You're Gryffindor.
Okay.
Allison?
Oh gosh.
Ravenclaw, I've decided.
You're Ravenclaw?
There's no hesitation there.
That's probably true.
Come on, right here. Don't lie. You know what this is.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. You're Hufflepuff.
I'm not a Hufflepuff. I'm a Gryffindor. I'm taking the test.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Me too. What do you think I am?
You're Ravenclaw.
You knew?
See?
Ooh, that high five was a little Hufflepuff, though. Hey, are you busy?
No.
We got to sort you real quick.
Hufflepuff.
Ooh, you're Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff's right here.
I mean, I guess whatever. That works. Yeah.
Why am I a Hufflepuff?
If you have to ask, you're Hufflepuff.
I'm nice, but I'm also adventurous, and that makes me a Gryffindor. Like, I do things, like, I'm brave.
I know. Listen, I decided everyone to take it. You're Hufflepuff.
You've never seen Harry Potter?
No, I haven't.
You've never read it?
Okay, I watched the first movie and it ruined it for me because I went to see it at the movie theaters and the whole row in front of me wouldn't stop like throwing popcorn the whole time.
Hufflepuff. Final person.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alexis, mother frickin' Raptors.
I've decided already. I'm ready, but we gotta bring her in just so we can shock her.
Excited to be here.
Hello.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
The last one.
Alright. Oh, is this about Harry Potter? I don't know
Gryffindor.
anything. What?
Gryffindor.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
There you go. Gryffindor.
Is that good?
It's the best. It's the best. 100%. It's the best.
Faith has been doing all these.
I
What
think
is
she's
what is
Slytherin.
Faith?
Already? She doesn't know anything about Harry Potter.
You are Slytherin, dude. You look like you'd be
I'm
cast
not.
in the movie as a Slytherin. Old Slytherin actress looking ass.
I'm not underhandedly
Look
sneaky.
at that face, dude. You're the evilest looking person on the planet. You even stuck your tongue out like a snake. You went.
That's me.
All right, workout 1. 3-part workout, 3 scores. First part, 3 rounds for time, 6 touch and go power snatches, 3 rope climbs. Weight was 135.95. That had a 3-minute cap, moving with a 1-minute rest into the second part workout, which was 3 rounds for time of 6 or 5 ring muscle ups, and 3 squat cleans at 275 or 195. That had a 4-minute cap, then a 2-minute rest, and then a 750 meter C2 bike for time.
I didn't pick this. It was Pandora.
How's Lauren's music choice?
Right now it's going.
I have a playlist on Spotify, and so we'll listen to whatever.
I need to leave because I'm gonna get in trouble.
This is fun.
What's on your playlist?
I mostly listen to, like, if I'm training, rock and roll, but I'd say, like,
Rock and roll?
yeah, well,
You
yeah,
mix them?
yeah, I know, I mix them. Right now, I'm listening a lot to the Viagra Boys.
They have a real big dick energy?
Yeah, maybe. I'll listen to Kevin Gates, a lot of Kevin Gates, which is like the only like I love him, but most of what I listen to is,
Do you have 2 phones?
yeah.
What are they for?
Find me balling hard, come from grinding hard, getting calling cards from your Barbie doll. When she around me, she know I'm a bodyguard. Money calling for me, baby girl, I'm sorry. You just eye yellow, you not that important. Waist shaper, I could pin you to the carpet. Smell like tartar, I'ma put you in the water. I got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the load. I got 2 phones, one for the bitches and one for the dough. Think I need 2 more. Laugh popping, I'm ring, ring, ringing. Count money while it ring, ring, ringing. Trap jumping, I'm ring, ring, ringing. Ring, ring, ringing.
What I was trying to get out of it was creating intense fatigue in the upper body and the grip. So that's why I forced touch and go reps and did the rope climbs and created a really tight time cap so that people couldn't pace the workout. They had to try to push the pace aggressively to just meet the cap. Then what my real goal to do afterwards was to do high level gymnastics and heavy cleans while in that super level of fatigue. So this weight selection was super heavy. I'd say it's probably more heavy relative for the girls because the normal conversion was 275 and 185 in the open. I thought without the jerks that I could make it a little heavier and it would handle it. And I'm not sure if I made the right call after watching it.
I don't know. I still think it was the right call. Because again, I think that if the workout aside, how many people actually finished it, got through in that tight time cap, like that's one thing. I think that the intent and the stimulus was definitely achieved.
Yeah.
I think that looking at how people go through a heavy barbell clean when their grip is fatigued and their heart rate is jacked up, that's something that's going to get tested in the sport, and you have to figure out how to work around that. And so what we did was we basically tried to test them on that. You force the turnover to be really high on something that's grip focused early on, and then you put a heavy barbell in front of them. They've got to figure out what changes to their technique they can make to still hit that lift.
Yeah, and I think it it rocked people physically and psychologically.
Yeah, what stood out?
Yeah, well, a minute, the time cap, a couple things stood out. First of all, Brent crushed that workout.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think he was 20 seconds faster than everybody else, just the speed of descent, the speed of the rope climbs. He doesn't have an advantage in touch and go power snatches because he's tall with a huge wingspan. So I think really he made up probably 40 seconds on most people with just the speed of his actual rope climbs. And it was only 9 total rope climbs. So I thought that really stood out to me. And then watching that he got an extra 50 seconds of rest and how much more rested he was than the people got crushed at the cap, I feel like it was just like an interesting thing. It's almost like the rich get richer type scenario. When you have tight time caps, the better you can do on the first part, the more rest you get. But that was just only a luxury that he had. Most people, I feel like, were shocked by the fatigue of the grip on the rope. And then the first set of muscle ups, I overestimated. We lowered it in right before the workout. It was 8 and 6. And everyone was like, you think people are going to meet that cap? And I was like, well, I wanted it to be tight. Like, I didn't think it was a major concern, but I heard 4 different coaches tell me that. And I was like, all right, I was too aggressive. So like, this is why it's a think tank. So I don't have to be in my own head. So we changed it to 6 and 5. And when people jumped up, they were breaking at like 2 or 3, and I was like, "Oh
catching
shit!"
super low. Yeah, they weren't pretty 2 or 3 either. They were not.
Yeah.
They were grief muscle ups.
Yeah. So that stood out, and then I really like the cyclical thing being at the end because people are fatigued, and then there's just no excuse. It was like, hey, just literally you push it. There's nothing coming after it. There's nothing with it. It's literally just a test of your power when you're tired on the machine.
How do people do on that part?
The only one I watched was Brent.
Oh shit! Let's go. Oh shit! Stand by. Go.
Come on, Brent. Dig. Dig.
Tom Miazga just blew my mind from day one of the camp.
Yeah, so I don't know if we did podcast with Tom. I'm not sure if it'll be out by the time these videos come out. Oh, it's out. And once you watch this episode, you can go watch this episode.
Tom is seated
with hip function
adaptive athlete in CrossFit he's been an Olympian in swimming, and I think he's the champion. He's the champion
because they're not taking them to the games.
Yeah, so he has already finished his season. He really came out just to be part of the training environment. I was just amazed by even just how fast he did his legless rope climbs. I was like, man, he's way faster at legless rope climbs than our games athletes. It's just was impressive.
Honestly, just being able to watch him and watch the capacity that he has and watching some of the speeds that he was getting on the machines, it was incredible.
Brent dropped the hammer on the bike, and he was a 107 pace when he first started. And he was the most cerebral because he's probably the most experienced having to test cyclical things at the games. And he was like, I know that kind of test is not something that you can push at the end. You have to go full speed and just know that there's going to be a fall off, almost like maybe a 400-meter run. So I thought that was interesting that he almost gained a competitive edge in that part by just having more experience.
Knowing where to kick.
Yeah, knowing.
Can't kick at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Dave. 185. Come on, Dave.
I'm just gonna do that.
Ask her.
I was just asking. What, David? Hufflepuff.
I didn't even ask.
I already knew.
You know why he's a Hufflepuff? Because I made this video of him looking like a little Hufflepuff, and then he takes the same video and tries to make himself look like a freaking Gryffindor.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care.
Oh my God! Come on! Oh my God!
Good work, dude. What was that?
270.
Nice. PR by how much?
13 pounds, I think.
It's a lot of pounds. Upon further inspection,
it wasn't the weight I thought it was.
Oh my God!
What would you say to people who are disappointed that they've been sorted into Hufflepuff?
This may surprise people, but it is the truth. In many, many ways, Hufflepuff is my favorite house. Here's my reasoning, bear with me. There comes a point in the final book where each house has the choice whether or not to rise to a certain challenge. And that's everyone in the house. The Slytherins, for reasons that are understandable, decide they'd rather not play. The Ravenclaws, some decide they will, some decide they won't. The Hufflepuffs, virtually to a person, stay, as do the Gryffindors. Now, the Gryffindors comprise a lot of foolhardy and show-offy people. That's just the way it is. I'm a Gryffindor, I'm allowed to say it. You know, there's bravery and there's also showboating, and sometimes the two go together. The Hufflepuffs stayed for a different reason. They weren't trying to show off, they weren't being reckless. That's the essence of Hufflepuff House. I can only say to you that I would not be at all disappointed to be sorted into Hufflepuff House.
So that first session I thought was awesome. I think it was a good like shocking wake up, like, hey, we're here to do business, but it also wasn't like the normal everybody's in a heat, 10-second countdown, everyone's going together, everyone's racing. So it was like it was just cool. I felt like it was a cool environment, but it was like traditional TTT chaos in there.
It wouldn't be us if there wasn't some chaos.
Exactly.
When am I going? Where's the clock? What's happening?
Oh shit, they just changed the workout on us?
That was
do a drop. Hufflepuff.
For those serious about the sport of fitness, now is the time to build strength, gymnastic skills, and improve your overall capacity. We have divisions for RX, intermediate, masters, and elite athletes. For more information, go to trainingthinktank.com.